Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to another episode of the Tears of the Kingdom Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we have made it on over here to Dracozu Lake, and not only that, but we also did go and meet up with Toro, and from there, we got ourselves now with our first piece of the garb that we actually do need to go and take alongside with us, because we are going to be heading into a brand new destination, which that is going to be known as the Thunderhead Isles. Now, the garb of the outfit that we actually do have right now with us is going to be known as the Charge outfit. So far, I've already got ourselves with majority of all the different clothes that we have to go and pick up with. You guys did go and see during the last episode that I went and picked up with the torso, but you guys never really got to go and see both with the headdress or also with the basically also with the trousers as well too. But during for this video for today is that this is going to be in a post audio production because during the time of me heading into the Thunderhead Isles, this was actually, I want to say, somewhat of a very annoying type of area to go and be around with, because if you guys are going to be seeing how long this episode is going to be, this video is going to be roughly around 28 minutes long, because there is like so much things to go and do within Thunderhead Isles, and not only that, but there is some different areas that are within the actual place to go and be at where you will get yourself a little bit lost. Now, for what you actually have to go and do here within the Dracozu Lake is after once you get yourself with all the different garb and outfits and everything of that type of nature all set, this is where you actually have to go and bring out with one of your different Zonai Chargers, put it out onto the altar there, and from there you will be able to go and see that that something is going to happen, and we're going to be unlocking ourselves with the Thunderhead Isle. So I'll let you guys enjoy with this little animation cutscene going on, and I'll be back to you guys when I need to go and tell you guys with some other things. And there it is, guys, and that is what Thunderhead Isles is going to be all about. Now, make sure that when you go and start heading on over towards into that way is to make sure that you get some of your different equipment all unequipped, because when you go and start walking around within that area, you will get yourself electrified, and you guys are going to be seeing that within our time within this episode for today. Now, also, too, we get to also see with what's his name? Clap as well, too. So he's also going to be there as well. And I'm not going to really go really read on into the text dialogue all that too much, because this text dialogue gets a little bit lengthy and like for this episode, so I'm not going to really go and bother around with it. But while we are here with our time of this cutscene, make sure that you guys also do go and check out on the Yokai Watch 4 Let's Play, because currently within that episode we are going to be getting ourselves both with the Heaven Splitter and also with some brand new things for Bruno, because if you guys don't know, so far Bruno now has a Yokai Watch at this point, and the really cool thing is about with Bruno is that you will be finally able to go and use the Celestial Disc, which if you go and use those, you can get yourself with a special Yokai summon for all these different Yokai Celestials that you're going to be able to go and use, and you can actually use them within the within the actual boss, even if it's in a boss battle, or even during a time of an actual normal battle as well too. And all of them work out really great. And I believe so far, I think right now we are going to be getting ourselves with our second one now, and that's going to be with Suzaku as well. So very nice. But I'll go and let you guys enjoy that within Yokai Watch 4, because right now currently we're playing some Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't really want to get too involved with everything that's going to be happening within that game though, however. But yes, we are going to be heading back to the Popolo Foothills, an area that you guys may have probably seen from before, and that was where we had to go, and I think we had to go and head underneath the Skyview Tower to go and head on into there to get that whole area all opened up and everything of that type of nature. But now, instead, since we're all the way back here, this is how we're going to be able to reach out our way to the Thunderhead Isles. So let's go and head on in directly into this way and make our travels right on into this type of part. All right, and there it is. There's Thunderhead Isles right there. Now, this area is going to be like all like thunder, all thunder related that's going to be happening out here. So just be very careful around within this way. Now, not only that, but throughout majority of what's going to happen here in the Thunderhead Isles is that you have to go and use a lot of ascending type of ways to get yourself throughout here, because since it is going to be raining a lot, trying to go and do anything climbing related or anything of that type of nature is physically impossible around over in this way. Like, you can kind of cheese it in some aspects. But yeah, so if you guys go and see with my, with all my metal items that are going on, they're going to be starting to shake around a lot, and unfortunately I got myself completely destroyed. Yeah, so that's why always make sure that you have everything unequipped before you go and reach on into that web. But however, I am going to go and basically get ourselves all saved up just so that I got everything all unequipped now. And if you guys see like these type of weird like pillar type of things, these are the ways that we have to go and also ascend to go and continue onwards within this area. Now there is going to be a shrine that we have to go and find, and it's actually really tricky to go and do so because there is a lot of areas that are going to be around where it's going to make things a little bit tricky to go and try to find out where this shrine is going to be, because not only do we have to go and try to use majority of our paragliding to get around through places, but you also have to go and also do some bit of stuff with some of the different Zona mechanics as well, because we also have to go and kind of deal with one particular, I think if you guys remember that one shrine that we went into before, where we kind of had to like build like I want to say like a custom made type of like minecart somewhat type of way, where you had to like to take some of these different planks and then make them all accessible into using like the Zonai fans to go and push yourself all the way into where that light of blessing is going to be. Well, that's what's going to literally happen right around in this type of way as well too. So now we're getting into the correct direction, but at some point things are going to get a little bit more dicey here. Now, once you go and start heading into this type of way, this is where we're going to start seeing some of the different Zona enemies that are going to start showing up around within this part here pretty soon. Now, that orange light right there, we actually do need with Riju out of all things. And Riju is your best bet to have around within this area, because once you go and use your arrows, and since I already do have some extra arrows with me, so yeah, so just make sure that you go and at least use your arrows at least like once or so around over here, because if you kind of leave your like bow and arrow even a little bit out here, you will get electrified as well. But yeah, so all you have to do is just do that once more and just hit that light right there, and then you can go and fly all the way into this spot here. And now we're getting onto the right correcting track. Now all we have to do is just try to jump ahead up into that part there. There we are, very nice. Now, the cool thing with this like segment that's going to happen right in here is that we have to go and use one of these special planks. And to go in and to basically go and use this plank is that we have to go and kind of move it into the way where it's going to be sending off into that direction there. But then you also have to recall it back. So you basically have to like move around with this plank to make sure that you get yourself soared all the way into that direction. So now we got that one now. And then what we're going to do is that now we're going to have to go and repick that up, even though that Wizrobe is in the way. And move out of the way, Wizrobe. I have to say that guy is just like a pain in the neck, dude. I hate Wizrobe so much. Doesn't matter if it was this game or not. They're always a pain in the neck. Okay, so now we get to go and use our handy dandy recall mode. And it's going to blast us all the way up into here. And that's all that we do need now. Now we just have to go and just try to figure out where the next pillar is going to be, and then it will take us into the next direction. And I think right now we are getting into the right correcting part. So just have to just keep on heading all the way straight down from here. Yeah, and as you guys go and see, there is a lot of like other Zonai enemies around within that vicinity. Now, this is where we kind of have to go and do all the minecarting things now, because there's going to be quite a bit of minecarting type of stuff that we have to get ourselves involved with out here. And that is first going to be having to go and deal with this one. Now, as you guys go and see, there is a metallic one that's going to be there. And I don't think you really want to go and use the metallic one because since... so basically, since like Thunderhead Island just has like full of thunder and lightning and other things of that nature, I don't think you really want to go and take that with you, right? No, you don't want to be doing that because that will be absolutely a game over right there. Now, to go and deal with this thing is that you have to take one of these planks, and then you also have to have one of those smaller other planks that are going to be there. And you just kind of have to go and kind of tip this guy a little bit upwards, and then you can be able to at least kind of snug that piece right in there, no problem. Now, I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans or anything of that type of nature, but I know that I want to say Survivor Series War Games is going to be coming back. Pretty excited around with that. I just heard that, I think while watching some Friday Night SmackDown a little while ago, is that it seems like the women wrestlers are actually going to be doing some war games as well too, so not just only with like what was it, the Judgment Day versus like Cody Rhodes' team, but we are also going to be seeing Damage Control versus like I think what's it like I think it's like well I guess it's like more so like Charlotte's team that's going to happen, but it should be pretty exciting. Can't wait till I go and see what war games is going to be all about. I'm going to see if I can try and watch that live if I can. But if not, I may probably have to go and check it out for next time. But not only that, but I believe, I think just, well, not only just with War Games is going to be happening soon, but I know that just a little, I think it was probably, what was it, yesterday or maybe today, I think, for right now. It's because, like, currently right now, this is November 18th. And I believe, I think Super Mario RPG has just literally came out throughout this time. And I know that I've been hearing a lot of people actually go and play around within this game currently, and I actually do have the game that is going to be coming and shipping on over to my house relatively soon. And I'm really excited to go and try it with Mario RPG, because like I haven't really played through that game throughout like a very long time, and I actually do have the original copy of it on my Super Nintendo, which I have actually done an actual Let's Play before, and I was gonna wait for the right and proper moment to go and do a series, and I think this is gonna be the exact moment to go and do a series, is to go and play through the new one. And I know that originally before I kind of gave up on Super Mario RPG on my channel, because I think it was like what, like maybe 3 episodes in, and then afterwards I just stopped like going through it because it just wasn't doing so good, like with everything that was going on my channel. So instead, I just went and changed that around, and I did something else instead. And that was like all the way back in like what, 2018, I think? Yeah, it had to be like 2018. But yeah, to go and try out like on the remaster, it should be really fun. And I did see quite a bit of gameplay, so it does look really nice. So yeah, so this is where now we have to go and do this a little bit differently now. Now we have like a much bigger type of platform to be around out here with. But again, it's literally the same thing, so nothing to go and really be all that too worried about though. Again, just place your fans at any type of direction as what you want, and you should be able to go and just head into the next type of area to be at. So let's see where we're at right now. So wow, we're actually getting halfway right now. I thought we were going to be here for a little bit longer, but pretty nice. So we're literally around like 15 minutes at this point. Now, this is where we kind of have to go and do some Zonai battle anyways within this type of part here, because like even if I didn't go and do any type of battles out here within the Zonai, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. So yeah, and I also did make sure to go and save, just so that like if I do get myself destroyed, hopefully it doesn't like take me back all the way over to the beginning, because that would be really, really, really bad. So yeah, so here we go. Let's just go and start smacking these guys around. Now just go and just get his other guy over here as well too. There we go. And we're all good there. Now, I want to say, this is where I believe we need to go and actually, I think, fly down to somewhere, right? No, not fly down to somewhere, but we have to go and head through that direction right there. Because I believe if we keep on heading into that type of way, we should be able to go and land us right into the actual spot that we do need. And I think that should lead us a little bit more towards where that shrine is going to happen for us. And you guys, I don't know if you guys will probably get to see it down below, like underneath from this area, but you should be able to go and see that there is going to be like a shrine that's like all, like almost all covered up somewhere, but there's like a small little like inlet hole that we have to go and fit on through. But you guys will be seeing that like once we go and actually head on into that actual direction though. Okay, and here we go up the way up into this here. And this should be the right direction now. Now, I could go ahead down there, and I don't know if I already went and did this before. But yeah, it seems like there's not really any type of planks or anything around in this location, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for myself. And that's why I can say that, like, once you start getting up a little bit higher, this is where, like, some things could get a little bit tricky. And this is where I may probably backtrack you into another location. And it seems like for right now, heading on into this way, it's going to be a little bit of a tricky part here, but I think I do actually kind of like cheese it a little bit, because even though if you don't really need like one of those type of like customized platform areas to go and glide yourself over there, you could actually just go use tooling and wait for the right proper moment, and you could just go and blast yourself all the way to that direction then. And there you go. Not even have to even go and really worry about anything of that type of nature for now. Okay. Now, we can't go and head into there, and I think I may probably do, because this is where we get ourselves with a with an old map. Another one of those old type of maps that you can be able to go and use for the depths that you could go and search for. We already got ourselves with one of them from the last time, but this is going to be another one here for us to go and pick up now. So let's go and light it up here. There we are, and just like that, we're all good to go. And come down here and get yourself with an old map. And I don't know what type of rewards that we can go and find with all these guys, so I may probably go and maybe do like a side video or something where I go and grab some of these old maps, and we'll just have to go and search for some of these special rewards, because you never know. You could probably find yourself with like with a diamond, or you could probably find yourself with like an ember or something. Very interesting type of stuff there. Now, I want to say, I think maybe during a round over here, or at some point, I think I do kind of get myself a little bit backtracked. And I think you guys will be able to go and see that there will probably be a another edit somewhere around over here that we will be heading on into towards with. Because it seems like if I head all the way up to here... I don't know if this is like the same way that we went to from before, though. Yeah, because there's also another a minecart type of area that we also have to go and move around with. And now we... So yeah, so just like from before, we already kind of saw that happen. And we don't really want to go and take that with us, so we kind of have to go and bring another thing out here. So yeah, let's go and grab it with this platform instead. And just have to go and repeat this all over again. Yeah, then this is where I kind of start like kind of thinking to myself like, oh, did I ever go here? Probably. I always have that moment as well too, like in some situations where it kind of feels like you made it to like an area, but it kind of feels a little bit familiar because you kind of probably maybe went and did like a full circle before. Because that's where he just came from. I don't know if you guys can already go and see that. We already came from all the way where that orange light was at. Yeah, and this is where I kind of had to go and like do a little bit of a reset back to where I needed to go now. Because at least the good thing is that we already got ourselves saved up around right where those Zonais were at. Because I believe there is also another. I want to say that there could be another way around that we could go and check. And I think that's what we're going to be doing here. So not good with that guy, but then just quickly head on down into another way as well too. Well, yeah, right. Have to try and remember to make sure to go and turn those off. Do not want to get zapped. And I have to say though, like, playing throughout Yokai Watch 4 and battling out with some of those different bosses there are really, really annoying now. Like, at first I thought, like, the first two bosses were, like, not as bad. But then all of a sudden now, like, from what you guys are going to be seeing within this type of episode, is that it's just, like, absolutely frustrating. So yeah, there's also this one right here as well. Because not only do you have that one particular platform, but you also have this one as well too. But either way, both of these type of pillars, they will all go and lead you into the exact same destination. So nothing really too much going on there. But there's the shrine. So there you go. The shrine is just right there. And all that we have to go and do is just keep on heading all the way up to the very highest point. And then just go and fall our way down below into there. And that should take us into the correct destination there. Because there's a lot of other things to go and do once you reach on into that shrine. But we'll have to go and worry about that for next video though. But yes, just halfway right now. And just need to go and just make a return all the way back to there. So let's go and head on back to do a little bit of some backtracking. Not too much. And I think this is where I kind of think, like, oh, well, maybe I have to go and maybe use one of those bridge platforms to take me all the way up there. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case either. Because there is actually another way around into this particular place. And that's just around on the left-hand side. There's actually some Zonai enemies that you can go and meet up with. Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't really have the ascending to go all the way up to there right away. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make it. But, yeah, so nothing over here now. We'll have to go and check the other side there, Prox. Because we can't be sitting around out here for too long. Ooh, yeah, that's really close as well. Even with the thunder, you don't really want to be sitting around where it's going to be at. And I think I do go and do a little bit of a check around on the left-hand side here. Yes, and there it is. So if you guys see where that path is at, that's where that Zonai enemy is going to be. We just need to go and head down directly into that destination right there. And if we just keep on heading down into that way, that should lead us right to where we need to go and find another platform where it should at least have some sort of rotating area. But I think we'll have to go and find on one of those pillar things first as well. Okay there, Prox. You can at least go and head on into the way that we need to go into with. Because I'm just kind of like thinking to what to myself to like figure out what I need to do there. So yeah, so just like from how we did it like from before, there is also that pillar right there. And that's the one that I go to. Because that one is the correcting way. This one we don't really need to really worry about. Because like even though I have it like already set up to there. Well, I was trying to go and play it there, but not gonna happen now. Oh my god. Those lightning strikes, man. Yeah. I try to like put it back together. See if I can just go and just set that guy back to where it was, but not gonna really do anything. Yeah, so we're gonna go and head over directly over here to this web. And that is the correct spot. So let's move up into there now. Okay, so we got 4 more minutes left. We're all good now. Yeah, so just keep on following throughout these pillars here. And then once you go and do that, you should be able to go and see that rotating platform that I was going to tell you guys about here. You should be able to see it, hopefully, right away. There's also going to be some likes as well, so just be careful of those enemies that are going to be popping up, because I believe they're actually be located right on into that area right there. And I actually do have to go and head on into that way. But hey, look at that. There's also a dispensary area right there. If you want to go and pick up some extra Zonai devices if you ever do need that. So now this is where I'm kind of get like the way of the land now, because now since we're like on a very high up position, there's a lot of things that can kind of confuse us a little bit. But there is that rotating area, and that's the way that I need to go there. And even if I wanted to fly there, it's not going to really work. So we have to go and actually swim around to reach on into the destination for this. But just be really careful. Just don't try to get sucked up there, Prox, because that would be really bad. There we go, and now we made it through. Pick up with this guy here. Ah, a big battery. Nice, good little neat Zonai device there if we ever do need that. We already used a battery before. I think you guys remember back in one of those other previous shrines. But here it is. This is the area that we do need. And this is where things are going to go and end off for the episode for today pretty soon. Yep, just showing you guys exactly where I am right now. Now, all that we have to go and do is that you guys should be able to go and see that there is an archway somewhere around, which I think it's just right there. Yeah, right there. That archway. We need to go and move this type of jumping platform thing that we originally went and used before back at the very beginning. And we just have to go and just basically push ourselves all the way directly into that destination there. And once we can, we should be able to go and see where this shrine is going to be now. So you want to make sure that you keep on moving all the way down to the very far bottom here. And now we just have to wait until those dragon heads go and start sparking around. And it should lead us right to it. And with that, it should go and do it. There we go. And now we're going to be flying in the air. And there we go. So after a little bit of some time on trying to figure out where I need to be, this is where it needs to happen. Now, there's actually two different shrines, and you could get yourself a little bit lost. The bottom shrine you don't want to be heading on into, because that takes you all the way to the very, like, ground floor area of that place. But where we do need to go to is right directly here, where all this, like, weird things are kind of, like, covering over the shrine. But we just want to head right into the middle area. And just do it just like that. Make it right through. And here we are. Made it now to the main correct destination, to the Dracozu Shrine. Very nice. And the Fair Grasslands here. Now, I think what we're going to do is that I'm going to go and end off this episode for today. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Unfortunately, I wish I had it as an actual live recording, but it's okay. A post audio is better than nothing. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, also subscribe. And basically, as always, of course, peace.